Lighting up the way, Valley Electric Association.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. It's going to be a beautiful time for fruit trees, shade trees, vegetable gardens. People sometimes don't garden in the wintertime, but this is the best time to get out there and get your good winter greens in.
You want to get them established before the freeze, right?
Ideally, yeah, or have a means of protecting them.
Exactly. So what kind of plants do really well for fall planting?
Well, you got all your things like broccoli, cauliflower, kale, spinach, cabbage, lettuce, carrots, celery, all do well.
And they will mature enough before winter time?
Oh yeah. No, I garden year round, and there's only about 2 weeks out of the year where I can't harvest because of a hard freeze, damaging some things. Yeah.
And so let's talk about some of these trees that you're talking about, shade trees. Should you get them a little more mature? Should you get them smaller? What?
Usually 5 or 15 gallon size is plenty. You get into the mature thing, and a lot of people think they're saving time, and really they're not.
What's the best way to plant these?
You want to dig a hole a minimum of twice the diameter of that container. Test the hole for drainage. In some parts of the valley here, that water will sit overnight and sometimes for several days. Amend the soil probably with something like the pay dirt, and it's excellent, formulated for the desert. And about a 50-50 mix of native soil, as bad as people might think that is, and the soil amendment. And then if you're with a 5-gallon tree, at least 5 gallons of water. If you're with a 15-gallon, a minimum of 10 gallons of water every watering.
For your fall garden, should you be taking out some of the plants? Should you be amending the soil? What should you be doing?
I would always amend the soil. There's always different methods that people use out there. But build up that soil, and you probably will have to remove some of your stressed summer plants to make room for your winter stuff.
Should you protect your plants in the fall?
In the fall, you shouldn't have to. In the winter, it's a good thing to maybe have some form of cover over them on those really chilly nights.
And what's some of the plants that do well in the colder weather or even the hotter weather right now?
And as far as ornamental plants, a lot of your plants like the Texas Ages, they're semi-evergreen. They're going to go somewhat dormant. Can't go wrong with red yucca. I've seen that go 5 below zero. Things like euonymus are incredibly cold hardy. Indian hawthorns, cold hardy. Oleanders, not so much. They can sometimes have frost damage.
Do these plants slow down a little bit on the growth during the winter months?
Oh, they slow down quite a lot. That's why fall is such a great time for planting, is the tops aren't growing, but the bottom is. So the roots are expanding and growing out there, and they're going to be ready to take on that stress of the spring and summer